back. Now, a large-scale digital rollout targeting rural schools across South Africa is already underway. Now, this with 1,200 young people employed nationwide as part of an ambitious effort to expand access to technology and connectivity in underserved communities. The National Tech ICT Innovation Program is introducing fully equipped computer centers, ICT learning systems, and unlimited Wi-Fi access to schools across all 9 provinces. The program is designed to modernize learning environments while equipping communities with the tools needed to participate in a rapidly evolving digital economy. CEO at Mswenko Projects, Mbokodo, joins us for more. Thank you so much for your time. I want us to start with the name Mswenko. Basically, loosely translated, swag, lifestyle, confidence as well, pride, yes.
Basically, Mswenko, it's my late mother, the late Mswenko Mabuza. She passed on when I was 15 years old, back in 2003.
Yeah.
She was not educated.
Yeah.
She didn't get that opportunity to go through with her studies.
Yeah.
But then I made a promise to her that one day I'll make her name shine.
Yeah.
So that's where the name Mswenko came in.
Yes.
So the company or the organization Mswenko Projects is named after her.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, talk to us about this particular initiative. Now, I understand that you take across South Africa, all 9 provinces, you equip particularly rural schools, right, with tools, your computers. Those are computer centers, right?
Yes.
You then give them Wi-Fi. That gives them access to a world outside of what they know, right?
Yes.
Why were you inspired to do that? You could have done anything else.
Yes.
Is this a personal decision? Are you motivated by your background, perhaps, or someone close to you who has had to go through that?
Well, the initiative was contextualized by 8 private entities.
Yeah.
Then Mswenko Projects came on board as one of the organizations to pitch up for the initiatives, based on our track records, of course.
Yeah.
A decade ago, I won the South African Man of the Year award in the education category.
Yeah.
I was heading Literature South Africa for almost 5 years.
Yeah.
I was moving interprovincial, visiting schools. Then I saw the need and the struggle for rural kids.
Yeah.
Personally, born and bred in a rural village, a dusty rural village,
Yeah.
both in the corner of Mozambique and Swaziland, I could experience the struggle. I remember one day, during my first year at varsity, logged inside a computer room. A simple thing, Microsoft Word. We're given just a simple task, type, save, and print out. Within a space of 5 minutes, everyone was far ahead. Yeah. And I was just looking at that computer in front of me, doing nothing at all. And I nearly cried, by the way. Luckily, the lecturer came to me, whispered to me. He whispered and said, when everyone leaves, just stay behind. I stood behind. Okay, I studied through, I went through it, I mastered everything. But then to me, it said, what about those children who are coming back after me? They are not privileged enough.
The lack of access.
The lack of access.
Yeah.
I studied in a school where there was no computer center, no library. I'm an author now, but there was no library there. But then the question is, the situation is, if we bring in proper resources, proper infrastructures to these schools, how many like Mbokodo are we going to have in the near future?
As well as the fact that so many children are deprived of opportunities because of their backgrounds. Yes. We have so many talented children in communities that are basically out of touch with how the world is evolving at the moment. So you currently have children who have access to your social media platforms because they have access to cell phones. You then have the same child of the same age who comes from a rather unfortunate background, or rather communities that are underserved, and is unable to show their true potential just because of the lack of access.
You see, it also goes this way. A rural kid will be expected to produce same performance as compared to any other children
and same results
in South Africa, and same results. Come end of the year, matric results are being announced. Both children are expected to produce the same number of marks. But then the issue of resources, the issue of tailored equipment, high profile equipment, do they have the same privileges?
Yes.
No, they don't.
Now, with the research that you've done, Lucky, I'm sure you've conducted a lot of research with regards to these underserved communities and rural areas as well. How bad is it? How rife is it? Do you think perhaps we're just clutching at straws now where numbers are concerned, but probably 1 out of 20, only one child out of 20 knows and how to operate a cellular device, or rather a computer?
The numbers are insane, and not only just the issue of operating a device, access to information. You see, this thing, it actually affects the cycle pool amount. The cycle pool figure. You talk about a child, because ICT, information communication technology, cannot be confined within the parameters of a classroom. It goes outside that. You have a school governing body, you've got parents who are affected, you've got the community-based organization, leaders within those rural areas. Because now we talk about rural schools, but also there's communities in those schools. Question is, when you talk about access to information, after school, what does a rural child do when they go outside school? They'll be sent to the villages to look after cattle. They'll have no places to go to as compared to those who are living in maybe suburbs, I must say. Suburbs, I must say, yeah. So now rural schools are far less behind. It is not a secret. Those children are struggling. So an initiative of this nature, of this magnitude, come at a time whereby kids will have a system whereby one will say, okay, what do we do now in this regard? The system is interprovincial. Okay. We're moving all across South Africa. And it's not only just the children who are there in those schools. It also concerns those who are now after matric. Which is why you find that in this project we've got 1,200 both young and old who are employed for this initiative. We're talking about people who are filling the gaps in all those pocket spaces for specialized fields. Digital survey system, technical survey system, administrative duties, you name them. So,
how long is, because I would like to believe that, of course, training is involved here. Say you hand out those devices today, you have those programs lined up from today. How long would it take for a child to grasp very simple concepts as well as understand how technology, ICT works?
This comes in a very progressive way, because we also, not only do we bring in well-equipped computer centers, but we also have these things so-called ICT manuals. We distribute ICT manuals, whereby these learners, educators themselves, will be put into one place together to be familiar with this structure. So it gives us a sense of saying, if a child is now facing predicaments when it comes to this system, do we have point A, point B, or point C to make them master this whole system? So now, as you may understand, the level of capturing and the level of mastering is quite not the same for all children involved. Because we have children who are coming from underprivileged background within those communities themselves, within those rural schools themselves.
Lucky, thank you so much for your time. And really, it's really great what you have been doing for those children in rural areas, like Mbokodo, CEO of Mswenko Projects, just basically talking us through some of the initiatives that they have come up with to assist those children in rural areas have access to technology as well as your internet services.